A very good morning to you viewers out there. You are welcome to your Friday show that normally spotlight issues that affect original Abuja inhabitants. That is Daytime with original Abuja inhabitants. I am Adefola Olamilekon. This program is proudly brought to you by SADC. SADC is Socio-Economic Research Development Center based in Abuja, one of the 10 NGOs that have been supported by Dr. and Christ. And in today's program, we look at the capacity training that SADC has been in the 6th Area Council of Abuja. One of such training center took place in Gwagwalada a week back, and it was carried with the, and for us to this, if you look at training for original inhabitants, especially the people with disability that have been engaged in this particular training, to build their capacity, to ensure that they also have knowledge about how to manage businesses, how to have financial knowledge, and also how to be able to put their resources into productive effort. So in this discussion, I have already seated in the studio in the person of Yakub Azaki. Thank you for helping me out with the name. Yakub Azaki. I'll just leave it at Yakub Azaki. Yakub Azaki is the program officer of Original Abuja Inhabitant Person with Disability Multipurpose Cooperative Society, based here in Abuja, although located in Gwagwalada. Because one of the capacity training that was organized by SADC was first and foremost took place in Gwagwalada. Yakub, a very good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning, FCT, original inhabitants. Just as my name has been mentioned, I remain Yakubu Azaki Zamo Osai.
Right. Thank you very much. Now, to start with, one of the key issues that SADC is pursuing, especially in the thematic areas that is being mandated to carry out, based on the funding, based on the support SADC is receiving from Makoto Foundation as well as Crescent, is to ensure that FCT original inhabitants are catered for, participate, and also giving opportunity for employment. So one of the things they thought of doing practically is to bring about capacity building program. So Yakub, in your own understanding, what is capacity building?
In my own understanding, even based on the training that has gone so far, capacity building is a way of transforming us from the way of doing things in a modern way. Trying to put us to the knowledge to have to change in the process of doing things.
Now, if you put it that way, I think you have simplified it, because capacity building talks about how to ensure that people advance the knowledge of how they are doing things, maybe previous way of doing it to a new way of doing it.
Yes.
And if you are to share your stories about, especially you and your group of people that were trained, what was the training like? What kind of capacity training method did they give to you people?
Yes, the capacity training method they use is interactive method, where a room was open for everyone to ask questions based on what we are being taught. And we'll learn a lot, basically on business management. Yes, how we can start up a business and make it grow, and how to see that where we are starting is not where we will stop. Our eye were open to see the need to start small, even as we think big.
That's very wonderful. So yes, they put you guys through a process whereby even though you are starting small, your aim is to be big.
Yes.
But getting to that big size that you are aiming, you have to follow some processes.
Yes.
Like you talk about business management. Like I understand that one of the things they put you guys through is financial knowledge. So how was that to you people? How did people get to understand some of the technique they put across in terms of financial knowledge, how to make money, how to spend money, how to keep your money? So tell us, share with us.
in that point, a lot was learned also. We are taught not to look at our serving, personal serving, not to look down on it, no matter how little it is. Is a basic, is the most important method or means to start up a business. That if you grow, and to start up, that is the aim, to grow. You will not be, you won't be disturbed.
Exactly.
We are encouraged not to think of loan in the bank as the best way to start up a business. So we are taught to make sure record keeping is one of the things we shouldn't joke with. We should keep every record of our business, the expenses, the income we are receiving, the credit aspect of our business. We should keep it in record, intact. That will make us to prosper in a business.
Exactly, because one of the key aspects of that capacity training from what SADC is putting into is that for people starting business, you need to have knowledge about how your resources can be well managed into the business. Just like Yakub have said, your credit. And what that credit means is that whatever you are receiving to start that business with, you should be able to streamline it in a way that you will not go into debt. I think that's one of the things they put you to. Yes. But for our viewers out there that are watching this program, this is Deadline with Abuja Inhabitant, and my guest is Yakub Azaki. Yakub is a member of Original Abuja Inhabitant, PWD. What PWD means are people with disability. And I can rightly point out that even though Yakub has challenges, but is not deterred by that challenges, and that's why SADC organizes this kind of training for people in that same condition, so that they can learn more and be able to impact their society. So with that now, from what you have learned in the training, how have you been able to put that to use in your business and among your cooperative society? Because you guys operate under multipurpose cooperative society. How have you been able to put into practice?
With this training that has gone so far, we're able to learn, and they put us to understand that, yes, as a group, as a whole, because the group comprises the 6 area council in the city, across the 62 wards. So we are taught in a group, it's a group that we have trained our member in different skills. So we are meant to understand that those skills in different groups, we should also form their subgroup and register them as their own, in their own field. Not to remain in one umbrella.
Exactly.
Yes, that is what the process we are in. We are even taught as individual the process to follow to register our businesses with SMIDA before getting to CSC registration. So that is the process we are in. We are trying to help ourselves because of the challenges we are facing in terms of movement. We want to do a kind of collective responsibility. Individually that is interested to register his or our businesses. We are trying to see a site has been given to us to register SMIDA. Then from there we have to proceed to get certificate. From CSC.
I think from what Yakub is saying is that based on their own mode of operation, there are different skills that are come together. We have organizer, we have tailor, we have barbers, we have you can help me out with some of your members, the skills that
leather works, fashion design, mental fabrication, soap making, bag making, so on. And even among us, we still have farmers too. So some are into cassava, pig, fish farming. So we are trying to see how to put ourselves together, to group ourselves to
be able to do the business. So yes. from OIS PWD's multipurpose corporation, for those of you listening to us or watching us right now, there are a group of PWDs, that means person with disability. They are not even looking at the condition they are, but they form themselves into a group. They have fashion designer, they have bricklayer, they have farmers, they have poultry owners, they have several skills, even including weather, and they all come together to form that multipurpose cooperative. And from the training they have received from SADC, with the support of MacArthur and
Crescent.
Crescent, they were able to teach them how to ensure their business resources is well managed. And one of the advantage of the training they had, from what Yakub is telling us, is that they even want them to register individually based on their skills. So with that, Yakub, one thing that many people want to ask you is that with all this, how did you guys even come together? Can you share with us how you guys come together to know yourselves? Even though most of you are original inhabitants of FCT, but how do you put yourself together to form that group?
Yeah, it wasn't an easy task, but we thank God for where we are today. The cooperative was established 2015, duly registered with FCT cooperative office with our certificate at hand. When we started, we have seen that the government is not giving us attention individually. So though it wasn't an idea of all of us. Some people sit and look at it. It's good. We form an association. We can easily take our cry, take an advocacy to different agencies for them to come to our help. So that is how we started. We started like well. Now we have over 3,000 members across the 6 area council. And across the 6 area council, each area council has a coordinator that we reach out to whenever we want to start any training or for the program. We reach out to area council coordinator. He now coordinate the members. Though from various villages, many are still not aware of
about the group
of the group because of lack of information.
Exactly.
That's the challenge we are still having. But we thank God that this MacArthur Foundation come into our heads. Some of the program we held in a radio station, a TV station like this, many are now getting awareness of our group.
Exactly. Now, you said about your number, 3,000 plus of members with PWDs who are in FCT are members of Abuja Inhabitant PWD's Multipurpose Cooperative Society. And most people normally see Multipurpose Cooperative Society as an opportunity to collect loans. Do your group, do they give out loans?
We don't give loans because our strength has not up to
exactly
that. But the little we can offer is most time as we go for advocacy, course visit, whatever support we receive from NGO, which one of its kind is this one that MacArthur Foundation through Christ has come to our aid to sponsor this empowerment, to empower our member in economic to learn various skills, which with our agreement, 6 skills were been specified to train over 200 members.
That's a good number. Now, back to the capacity training program that you people had. And for our viewers out there, this Dateline with Abuja Inhabitant, you are watching us live on ITV, independent television, here in Pape, Abuja. And let me also inform our viewers that this program is a 2-leg. Now we're on TV. By 10:30 a.m. this morning, we'll also be on radio. That is Independent Radio 89.7 FM, Pape, Abuja, where you will also listen to Yakub Azaki. How are you going to enumerate some of the things I've been saying? Now, Yakub, how will you assess this program so far in terms of reducing unemployment in FCT? Is this something that can help to reduce unemployment, or how do you see it?
Very, very well. It will reduce unemployment, even 80%. Because with the challenge we are facing as a contract, there was not even FCT. Though FCT on, I would say it is must, because we have a lot of challenges we are facing. Is the white collar job is not longer available to the graduates, because even among us we have a lot of graduates.
Exactly. Even with the way you are speaking, it shows that you have gone to a higher institution.
There is not employment. And with the challenges as we with disabilities, many still look down on us, though it's not like it used to be before. So we thank God for the improvement. We are still crying for better inclusion of persons with disability.
Exactly. And again, and the federal government have established a commission for people who live, person with disability. They are based in Abuja. And also, you know that you're going to be making contact with them. Now, for people who watching us, if you, as you see Yakub speaking, you know that he's learning, he understands the terrain around him and his group and his multipurpose cooperative. But somebody want to ask, so far so good, how far is this training in terms of touching and changing the perspective of your members in terms of going ahead to engage in business and ensure that they succeed in business? What I mean is this: they have gone through training. Some people may slack back and say, okay, after training, they didn't give us kits, they didn't give us money. So how do we practice what they have trained us? So how is it like with your members?
It's a very, very, very good custom that even our members have been asking, and our viewers outside there will also ask of that. And the truth is, with this support we have received so far, the provision is to train our member to get the gadget. The provision was made to build a hall that we can train our member, which it has been constructed.
So it's under construction now. The hall is under construction. That's a good one.
Yes. And the gadget, just as I've mentioned earlier, that we have trained our member in different skills, which the training is still ongoing as I'm speaking to now. Even today, we are graduating of 40 members that have learned function design for 6 months. We are graduating them today. By the grace of God, I'm leaving here straight to our center there in Kwali, Area Council. That is where our center is. Today we are graduating them. That is a challenge we are doing, and that is the crime we are crying to most of our political leaders and some other NGOs to come to our aid, because it doesn't make sense that you are being trained and you have nothing to start
to stay on or to work with. No tools, no kit, no even credit to even help you to rent shop or to buy some of these things. So go ahead.
So that is a challenge we are facing, and we are trying to see. We have been writing courtesy visit letter to our area council chairman, senator, to see if opportunity will be given to us to discuss how they will come to our aid to give us a support.
Exactly.
Let us have something to start from somewhere.
Exactly. This Yakub is speaking on behalf of Original Abuja Inhabitant, PWD, that person with disability. He is the program officer of the Multipurpose Cooperative Society, and it's pleased that government should come to their effort, address some of the challenges they have. Right now, they have been trained, but after training, they don't have kit, they don't have some things to help them. The NGO have tried, SADC have tried, Crescent have tried, Makoto have given them training, but they also need further assistance, credit, equipment to work with, skills acquisition teams to work with. So it's a plea to the government officials, political office holder in FCT, especially those who are representing FCT, to come to their aid. And now for you, Yakub, one of the things people want to ask is that, you know, Crescent, SADC, Makoto, they are coming together to help you guys. So how do you see them in other areas that are, because it's not just SADC they are supporting, they're also supporting about 9 other NGOs. So how do you see them doing all these things at the same time, and the success story so far? Because what I mean is this, you know, they are doing several things for everybody that is OI in Abuja, but there is a success story behind it. So how do you see them?
Seriously, we will ever remain grateful to Makato Foundation, Crescent, and SADC. Out of this 10 NGO subgroup that are beneficiary from Makato Foundation, one of the group that have seen also the insight of persons with disabilities, the SADC. We have not organized a program with any other group, though we a partnership.
Exactly.
So the SADC, in fact, we are grateful.
Exactly.
In terms of what they are doing, and even with what capacity building training they come up when we give them the advocacy letter, we sit, we discuss, they receive it with joy. And we have seen that they are really ready to work with us.
Exactly. Now, SADC, for those of you watching, where is SADC? Where are they located? SADC is located at Emmanuel Plaza, Suite 38 and 39, Emmanuel Plaza in Jabi. If you know Emmanuel Plaza, is very close to Jabi Park. That is where they are situated. And SADC is Socio-Economic Research Development Center based in Abuja. They have received support from Makoto Foundation, from Christ to help a group like the one that Yakub belonged to. Yakub is the program officer of original Abuja Inhabitant person with disability. They have a multipurpose cooperative society, and that multipurpose cooperative society need to be trained. So SADC come in as an intervention NGO to train them on how to understand the use of money, how to make the money, how to make use of their resources, and that is what Yakub has been sharing with us. And for those of you that are still watching, this program will continue by 10:30 a.m. also on radio. You will still hear how Yakub will describe some of the good things that SADC is doing for them through the capacity building and the support that SADC is receiving from Makoto and Crescent to carry out this training for the likes of Yakub and his group member in original Abuja Inhabitant Multipurpose Cooperative Society. And for the good benefit of what SADC has been doing, just like Yakub has said, they have really tried for them. They came with that intervention program and they have supported them a lot, especially with this capacity building training they are offering for about 3,000 people. The first training took 200 people, and the training continue. And meanwhile, by the end of today, the multipurpose cooperative of Abuja Original Inhabitant will be graduating 40 people who have been trained on fashion designing.
Yes.
That's to tell you that there's a lot going on in original Abuja Inhabitant people's life, especially the PWDs in terms of capacity building. So, from you, Yakub, before we round up, because our time is fast spent, what is your advice for other PWDs that are in Abuja that doesn't know your organization, that want to join your organization, and what's your advice for them?
My advice is simple. We need to put our head together. Most special person, anybody, be you a woman, be you a man, don't look down on yourself. You still have a lot to offer to the society, to yourself, to your family. So we are calling everyone as a native of FCT with disability. If you don't know about us, this is the opportunity.
Exactly.
Come, let's put head together. Come with your idea how to help ourselves, to encourage ourselves, because that is all we have been doing all this while. We advise ourselves, if you want to go to school, try and go to school. If you want to learn something, learn and have something doing with your hand. Even as I'm sitting down here, I'm a GSM engineer. I repair phone. So we have different handwork that we can do with our hands. If we don't have leg, we have different handwork. We have trained blind people in crafting. They can weave something just as we see it. Just my phone is off, or my system is not with me. I will show you a sample of what we have that even blind people can do. We have a lot. You can create an idea. So we are calling every native member to come and give us support and put our head together to see that we are better than yesterday.
Exactly. Now, if I will also add, for those of you watching us, if you have any native Abuja Original Inhabitant, this is an opportunity to be part of the Multipurpose Cooperative Society that is receiving training, capacity training from SADC, support from Makoto and Crescent. To look up and not look down. It's an opportunity for them. You being disabled doesn't mean you don't have the ability to do better things with your hand and with your other part of your body. Yes. It is an opportunity. And just like Yakub have said, it's a call to action. So I will request that, Yakub, for your organization, do you have any phone number that people with disability, natives of Abuja Original Inhabitant with disability, can call so that they can join forces with you? Read out a phone number they can reach you on.
Yes, we have a phone number.
You can call the number.
Okay. You can reach us 090 50 19 38 45.
And repeat it again.
090 50 19 38 45.
Right. Thank you very much. For those of you interested, PWD people, call that number that Yakuba read out. Now, for our viewers, 10:30 a.m. we'll still be on the radio, Independent Radio 89.7 FM, to discuss the issue we have looked at just right now. And Yakub will be joining me on the radio set also to talk more about appraising the training they have received and the way forward in ensuring that others who are PWD in the city of Abuja, who are original inhabitants, can be part of this program. I am Adefolayan Olamilekon, and you have been watching Dateline with Abuja Original Inhabitant, brought to you by SADC with the support from Makoto Foundation and Crescent. Till we see you next week, have a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you.